What's going on, guys? Becca Switzer with Roof Sales Mastery and author of Diamonds in the Sky. Business owners, today I am talking to you. So let's talk about training. Obviously, that's my wheelhouse. That's what Roof Sales Mastery is it's sales and supplement training and recruiting and all that stuff. But business owners, here's what is widely true industry-wide. Most of you guys are not offering sales training at all. Or if you do, it's ride-along training, which is here, follow Chris around for a while, listen to him, and then sink or swim, buddy. That's what I had to do. And then the other form is you're fooling yourself into thinking that you're training, but you're not. And that's what I'm here to talk to you about today. So a lot of you guys are offering training, and you say, yeah, well, Becca, I'm not just throwing these guys to the wolves. You know, we have like a week where they come into the office and we take time to go over reading insurance paperwork, and I show them a Hague book, and we climb around on the roof and I show them what hail damage is, and I'm showing them how to use Xactimate, and I show them how to read a contingency and how to measure and how to take the right pictures, and I'm showing them how to use AccuLynx or Contractors Cloud and how to read an Eagle View and all that stuff. So they're pretty trained when I let them loose. Like, if they don't know what to do after that, then tough luck, kids. And I say, okay, so they know a lot about roofs at the end, or how to measure or how to estimate. What do they know about selling them? What do you mean? Well, they know how to talk about shingles, but they don't know how to get an appointment, handle an objection, or close a deal. Where's their sales training? And business owners are like, oh, yeah, I guess you're kind of right. Guys, the technical training, teaching them about roofing materials and measuring and reading insurance paperwork and stuff like that, that's good and it's important. But if they don't know how to knock doors, get deals signed, overcome objections, any of that stuff, they're not going to need to know anything about shingles and measuring, because they're not going to have anything to measure. They're not going to have anything to put into Xactimate. They don't need to know anything about that stuff. Remember, you are not running a roofing company. You are running a sales organization. And there's a big difference between a retail roofing company and a storm restoration company specifically as well. Because in a retail situation, somebody is reaching out to you. A customer is raising their hand and saying, I want a roof. I want one of those architectural roofs that looks so nice like my neighbor has, because I feel like they look so bougie and I look like I'm living in a Cracker Jack box next to them. I want an updated roof. Or we just painted our house this color and I want my roof to be blue. Okay, or whatever. But in storm restoration, you guys have to realize this. We are not going to customers who are raising their hand and calling us over. What's happening is we are going into a storm location and we're saying, hey, you don't know this yet, but you have damage on your roof, and I promise if you let me up there, I'm going to show you that it's true, and I'm going to get your insurance company to pay for it. But they don't know that yet. And they're like, I don't know about that. My roof looks fine to me. My husband looked at it. It's all right. There's nothing wrong with it. Well, if that's the case, I'd probably call my insurance company before I talk to you. Right? So it's not... So shingle information and all of that stuff is even less important, because we're not giving bids. Okay? We're not selling them on a type of shingle at all. Our sales pitch in storm restoration doesn't have anything to do with roofs. It actually has to do with the insurance claims process and how you're going to represent that customer. Are you seeing that? It's not about the roof. It's about the replacement of it. And some of you are going to have a really hard time understanding this and be like, that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. But that's the truth. They're not coming to you shopping for shingles. You are creating need and then selling them on, walking them through the insurance company process. Your sale is about you being part of the process. And the byproduct of that is, yes, at the end, I'm going to do the roof for whatever the insurance company pays. So sales training is the number one thing that you need in your roofing company. If you're investing in anything at all, don't spend money on mailers and truck wraps and SEO and all of that shit before you invest in sales training. Because without closers, you've got nothing. Doesn't matter how much you look like a roofing company. It doesn't matter how much knowledge you have about shingles and what kind of shingles you use and what company you've got. And if you're a preferred contractor with Owens Corning or you're a Master Elite shingle layer, whatever it is, none of that matters if you don't have salespeople who can go out, generate leads, overcome objections, and get deals signed. And they cannot do that with shingle knowledge. I am a shining example of somebody who doesn't know jack about roofs. I don't know anything about roofs. Do you think? If you guys are out there thinking like, wow, that's really cool, that girl knows so much about roofing. No, I don't, but I know a lot about sales, and that's why I have been a number one salesperson in these industries. I don't know anything about cooking or knives, but I was the number one salesperson in Cutco in my region. I don't know anything about shingles, but I was the number one salesperson in my company and the other company that I worked for when I sold, because I was a good salesperson. So you need sales training. Your guys need sales training. They don't need to know more technical stuff. The technical stuff can come later, but first they have to be able to sell. So please, if you want to have a successful roofing business and you want the people that you hire to succeed and you want a lot of revenue, sales training. You have to invest in that. I don't know how else to say it. As always, subscribe to the YouTube channel. You can check out my website, roofsalesmastery.com, for said training programs. If you don't like my flavor, find somebody else's. But I would love for you to join my program. It works. It's been on fire since 2014. It's been proven over and over to be effective. So remember, your sales team is your lifeblood. Without them and without them doing well, you got nothing. Catch you later, guys. Keep it crunchy. Thanks for listening. Catch you in the next one.